Howdy folks, and welcome back to Breathedge, a game that can best be described as Subnautica in space. If Subnautica was set in the depths of outer space and was written by drunken Russian developers. I have previously covered the first chapter of this game in a Casual Saturday video many months ago, but the good news is that as of yesterday, the next chapter is now available on Steam. But before we get into that, a quick recap. We're basically carrying on here from where we left off at the end of the last chapter, as our space liner has exploded, and through various trials and tribulations, we're attempting to make it to the captain's shuttle in order to get the hell out of here. Just a couple of 100 meters to go. Oh, radiation. Quick, let's power up our, and I'm not making this up, fart-powered emergency jet propulsion unit. Pretty much everything in this game is jury-rigged out of scrap. And yes, we've made it to the bridge, which also doubles up as the captain's emergency escape shuttle.
The door is locked.
Right.
If you manage to get inside, there's a chance to send a distress signal to the nearest planet.
Come
or at least
on,
gain reports with
scan
Captain
the
Levels.
lock. Now, where did I write down the password? Oh, hang on a second. No, it needs power. Oh, yes, I remember this. It's so long ago since I completed Chapter 1. There it is. Okay, I'm going to repair. Need the handy scrapper. Let's smack that a bit. That should fix it. Come on. Come on. Yes. Power supply now at 100%. Okay, now. Scan the lock. I knew I'd written the password down somewhere. For those of you who haven't seen Breathedge before, this is what it's like. Where did the key go? Oh, there it is. Right. Equip the key. Insert key. And this is where Chapter 1 ended. As we're about to escape in the emergency shuttle. It thinks I'm the captain. I'm quite happy for it to think I'm the captain. And low shit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Breathedge, Chapter 2.
Seems it will be a long day.
You think?
While choosing the most painless suicide methods for you, a slight decrease in the background radiation was noticed. Surprisingly, your attempt to break the liner could lead to positive results. I could find out the nature of this phenomenon, but for that, I would need to disclose some confidential information of the Breathedge company, which contradicts the security protocol, so not a single spacesuit AI will disclose this information to you. On the other hand, this information is extremely necessary for us. There are a lot of stupid spacesuits with dead carriers floating around, so nobody will even know if you resort to the good old torture method, like the drill.
Yes, you heard it here first. I have to equip my drill and then go around threatening to drill holes into spacesuits to get the spacesuit's AI to tell me what it is I need to do next. Really? Well, we could always give it a little test run. I mean, I'm wearing a spacesuit. It has an AI. And I have a drill. What's the worst that could happen?
No, I will tell you everything, I swear! Ah, don't do that! What was that? I offered for you to torture other spacesuits. It's a logical thing to do. Well, I won't utter another word.
Yeah, we're just going to have to see about that, aren't we, Sunshine?
Okay, let bygones be bygones. I suppose you don't think that a program can be afraid of torture, do you? I don't think it can either, and I'm definitely not hinting that you need to find an engineering shuttle.
Oh, yeah.
You probably need some explanations which you cannot get because the corresponding dialogues are absent in the game. Therefore, you won't get any. I won't say any more as I can't break the security protocol.
You do have the option to continue threatening to drill your own suit, but at some point you're pretty much going to have to call the suit's bluff and actually drill your own suit. At which point, unsurprisingly, you die. So let's not do that. Right, I need to find an engineering shuttle. Not least of which, because an engineering shuttle is going to have a workstation which I'm going to need to construct the stuff that I will require to get the hell out of here. I mean, I had a workstation in my original escape pod back in Chapter 1, but it's miles away. So an engineering shuttle it is. And wouldn't you know it, there's an engineering shuttle right there, just inside the outer limits of my suit's oxygen capacity.
In order to find out how you reduce the radiation, you need to calculate the coordinates of the place where the captain's bridge crashed into the liner. Breathedge Agency Coffins can help us with this. However, we still need to find an engineering shuttle, or even better, the engineer himself.
Yeah, working on it. Oh, what's that? No, deal with that later. Shuttle first.
There's an engineering shuttle ahead. I wonder how you find everything so quickly. Is it because of my hints?
Yay! There's a workstation and all kinds of useful stuff. Yep, refined metal. We'll take all of that. There's the processor. And, ooh, I think I found the engineer.
Looks like he was shaving with a chainsaw during the crash. I can find no other explanation for such damage to a spacesuit. We need one that is in good condition, or at least other parts of this one. I'd recommend exploring the area.
Shaving with a chainsaw during the crash. Okay. Well, this is a great start. Obviously, the engineering shuttle contains all kinds of useful resources, as well as a processing workstation that we can use to turn those resources into tools to keep us alive. Of course, it's never going to be enough. We're going to have to get out there and find more stuff. So, let's do that. So, the suit AI told me I can find some useful information inside Breathedge Coffins. No, I don't get it either, but the game kind of runs on its own internal logic and you pretty much just have to go with it.
Part of the Breathedge storage. There are only some empty coffins here. You can even choose one for yourself if you want to. This is a non-standard modification. Looks like somebody probably wanted to improve the speed characteristics of this coffin, which is a direct violation of the contract, although the idea is implemented quite well.
Yep, that is a rocket-powered coffin. I'll take the stuff. Oh, blueprint for a large accelerator. Well, I should probably explain what an accelerator is on the way back to the engineering shuttle. I mentioned earlier that the jet propulsion system on my suit was powered by my farts. I am not making this up. My current accelerator is basically a funnel and a hose sticking out of the arse of my spacesuit, and it's powered by eating a rotten shami kebab. The resulting trouser explosions are channeled through the funnel and the hose and thus propel you through the endless cold reaches of space. I've now picked up a blueprint for the large version, which apparently requires the consumption of 2 rotten shami kebabs. And, like I said, I'm not making this up. Anyway, first order of business, finding an engineer. Although I'm not expecting to find one alive, but finding one with a mostly intact body will do. Now, this is a relatively high radiation area, but you can survive it with the modifications that you installed on your suit in the first chapter. Assuming you did. If you didn't, you're pretty screwed.
The durability of the engineering modules is impressive. Even such asteroids couldn't crash them.
There is an engineer here. Well, there's bits of an engineer here.
This is it. I wasn't sure if the engineer's legs remained intact, but we were lucky. Unfortunately, due to the security protocol, I cannot tell you that the special magnets built into his engineering boots can be used to illegally open the back panel of
What was that? The magnets in his boots illegally opening back panels?
Breathedge Coffins.
Oh, the magnetic master key blueprint. This is for getting access to the coffins.
You probably need some explanation about this. I have no right to inform you that Breathedge Agency Coffins exchange information with each other concerning obstacles flying by in order to avoid collisions in space. But collecting this information would help determine the trajectory of the captain's bridge, which in turn will determine the coordinates of its collision with the liner.
There you go. I told you this game had its own twisted sense of internal logic. That's why we need to get into the coffins. It all makes perfect sense now. Just need to make myself a magnetic master key from the new blueprint I acquired. Where is it? Tools. There it is. Got the magnet, thick electrical tape, battery, 2 aluminium. I'm pretty sure I've got all of that in storage. So with one magnetic master key constructed, I'm just going to set up an oxygen station here so I can break into coffins at my leisure. Let's do this thing.
The technology of opening the back panel of Breathedge Agency Coffins is commercial classified information, and therefore I cannot advise you to turn on the magnet, attach it to the lock, and pull the trigger to dislodge the locking mechanism. You'll have to figure it out yourself.
Got it.
You're doing great. You're almost there.
Wait, what? Open a couple of coffins, one of 200? No. The developers are winding me up. What? Presumably these coffins don't count because they're damaged. 200 coffins? You're having a laugh. They are having a laugh, aren't they? There's no way they expect me to do 200 coffins. I mean, there are a couple of more coffins floating around out here, but there aren't 200. There's one up there. Magnetic master key at the ready. Come on, the devs are winding me up, aren't they? This is some kind of Russian twat joke that us English twats don't get.
Come on, just a little more. Do it before you realize that these mechanics just artificially prolong the gameplay.
Yeah, they're winding me up. They're taking the piss out of those MMO quests where you have to, for example, in World of Warcraft, famously, collect 10 bears' arseholes, only it turns out, who would have known, not every bear actually has an arsehole.
This part belongs to the shuttle's owner, or owners. It's hard to tell whether the remains belong to just one person. In any case, this won't do. We need something below the belt, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, apparently in World of Warcraft the answer to the age-old question, do bears shit in the woods, isn't quite as straightforward as you might have imagined. Some of them can't shit anywhere. They don't have arseholes. Presumably they just wander around the woods in a terminal state of constipation until they fill it with so much shit that they just kind of go off in a massive shit explosion. I mean, if you think about it, it does make a certain kind of sense. It would explain why they're all such bad-tempered bastards, for one thing. Anyway, 2 coffins down, 198 to go. Oh god, no. Now, while searching for other coffins, I did come across some other useful and interesting things that give you some kind of clue as to how you can expect the game to develop in the future. And also, once I equip my scanner and scan this thing, give some kind of idea as to how long this game is actually going to last. A habitation module. You know, I don't think I'm getting out of here anytime soon if I'm going to be expected to build my own space station at some point in the future. Something has given me the distinct impression that the developers have got big plans for the future of this game.
If you want to open more coffins, there's a chance that I'll be able to detect new, potentially useful debris, while my anti-vandal program scares you with criminal liability. Thanks to your torture, I violated not only the Breathedge Data Protection Protocol, but also entirely by accident, I repeat, entirely by accident, cracked the data block which I had insufficient privileges to access. From the information gathered, I can conclude that the agency coffins not only transmit information about obstacles, but also exchange strange encrypted data packets. Unfortunately, even when threatened with a drill, I wouldn't have enough power to decrypt it. You would need some military equipment here.
Right. No idea what that meant. Now, while searching for more coffins, I did find something that is going to come in incredibly useful. Because having a 75-second oxygen supply gets pretty old pretty quick. A new oxygen cylinder. Fantastic. I'll probably have to spend the next half hour finding the materials required to actually construct it in the processor, but it's totally going to be worth it. Anyway, it's time to push on and boldly go where many hundreds of people have gone before me, all of whom met horrible, messy and violent deaths. And that means pushing further into the wreck past the point where we found the engineer's boots, which was around about here. And hello? What the hell is that? Looks like a giant rubber ball. Alright, let's get in here and deploy an oxygen station.
Auto cleaners. I always thought of them as useless equipment, but seeing the size of this ball of debris they managed to roll, it makes me start to respect them. The trash ball mostly consists of electrical tape.
Fantastic. but with only 14 seconds of oxygen remaining, I think this would be a fantastic spot to set up an oxygen station. Recharge the supply in my suit, and from here we can stage further into the wreck and boldly discover what further crushing disappointments these developers have in store for me. All of that to come in a future episode. For now, if you haven't already seen it, I highly recommend you check the link below in the video description and watch my original Breathedge Chapter 1 video series, or even better, avoid the spoilers, go and buy it and play it for yourself. It is available on Steam, as is Chapter 2. I can definitely recommend it. You will not be disappointed. It's the perfect thing to play while you're waiting for Subnautica Below Zero to come out. I honestly think Breathedge is in the same class as Subnautica, and it's certainly way funnier. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.